Should you join the military in 2020? It's a simple answer. I'm gonna give it to you straight, no bull. Let's go. All right, so should you join the military in 2020? The simple answer is yes. Do that. I'm gonna give you like 10 reasons to join the military. First of all, I am active duty military. I'm gonna give you some very good reasons to join, and I'm gonna give it to you based off my experience. All right. I have to give it to you based off my experience because that's all I have. All right, hopefully this is a different perspective than you've ever heard from anyone on YouTube, because I do come from a different side of the military. I don't drive tanks. I don't fly planes. I'm not on the flight deck. I'm not at medical. I work in a different side of the military, and I'm gonna help you figure out if the military is right for you based off my experience. And let's get to the first thing. The first thing I want to talk about is the college experience. Bro, if your reason for not wanting to join the military is because you want to have the college experience, bro, let me tell you something. What are you going to be missing that the military isn't going to offer you in the college experience? You tell me. All right, unless you really want to go to college so you can get a degree so you can do your dream job, do that. But if you want to go to college and just mess around, no bro, that's a bad idea. I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you want to fool around in college, you could just do that in the military and be getting paid instead of going into debt. That's first things first. Two, if you just turned 18 or 19, man, it's time to grow up. It's time to put some money into your pocket. It's time to start thinking about your future. It's time to start thinking about how you want to live your life. All right, the military is a great path to take, but I don't want to come off as every job in the military is a great path to take, because that's not the direction that I'm coming from. I'm coming from one specific direction. I'm going to get to that a little later in the video. But remember, this is coming from someone with 5 years of experience, active duty. Do not go the college route just for the college experience. It's not worth it. Let's get into the second thing. The second thing I want to talk about is, of course, the benefits. Yes, there are a lot of benefits to joining the military. You get free healthcare, you get a steady paycheck. Some of your income isn't taxable. You get on-job experience, you get leadership experience, you get a lot of things in the military. A lot of good things in the military, a lot of benefits. It's not new. One of the reasons I actually started my YouTube channel was because of a benefit that we are afforded based off our active duty service. In a nutshell, we get certain high-end credit cards for free, like the ones in my wallet right now. All right, if you can't see it, hopefully I'm zooming in. Hopefully I remember to zoom in for you. Anyways, that's an American Express Platinum card. We get those cards for free if you're active duty military, but a lot of benefits to joining the military. But let's go back to the college experience for a second. If you really want to take the college experience route, I have one suggestion for you. Go ROTC. If you don't know what ROTC is, ROTC stands for Reserve Officers Training Corps. You go through college, they're paying for the military is paying for your college, and then once you graduate, you'll graduate a commissioned officer. Now, why is this better than a normal college experience? Because if you're a commissioned officer in the military, life is just extremely better for you. Yes, you'll have more responsibility, but you get paid a lot more. All right, if that's not reason enough, then I don't know what to tell you, man. You get paid a lot more. Another thing that I want to touch on is, don't just join the military just to join the military and not know what you're doing. Of course, that can work out for you, but listen to what I'm saying right now. Pick a good job. And this is where I'm coming from in my background. All right. I think I have a really good job in the military. I work in Intel. When I went to the military entrance processing station, MEPS, for those of you who aren't familiar, that's where you go to actually process into the military. I was adamant about wanting a particular job, and I didn't really want to join the military otherwise. All right, so if you think you're intelligent enough to graduate school, do college, do all that, but you actually want to get started making money now, my suggestion would be to score well enough on the ASVAB. The ASVAB is the test that you take. It kind of determines your aptitude for certain jobs. So score high enough on the ASVAB to get yourself an Intel job. In the Intel community, to me, I can only speak from my experience, is as good as it's gonna get in the military. To be honest, man, I'm very comfortable, I have a good job, I love what I do, and I still benefit from being in the military. Now, when I say pick a good job, that's because not every job in the military is a good job. All right. What I didn't want to be is, and this is not to disrespect someone's job, rating, MOS, I did not want to be a cook. This is not disrespectful. This is just what I grew up wanting to be. I was around 13 years old when I told myself that my dream job was working in intelligence. That was my dream job. This is not to disrespect someone else's job, but I did not want to be a cook. I did not want to drive the tanks, man. I wanted to work in intel, and that's what I do. And that's the direction that if you think you have the aptitude for it, that I think you should go in. If you really want to join the military with the idea of getting really good at your job, because doing 20 in the military is not guaranteed. I say doing 20, I mean doing 20 years and retiring. It's not guaranteed, all right? You can get kicked out. They could force you out because they don't have any room in the job. You could do something stupid. Life could happen. You could become disabled. What I'm telling you is get good at your job, all right? You want to take advantage of all your benefits, take advantage of your educational benefits, use your TA, use your GI Bill, but get really good at your job. In the section of military that I'm telling you to go after, get really good at your job because it's a one-to-one seamless transition into the civilian sector, and that's real. So let's say you join the military and you work on a flight deck, all right, and you were guiding planes onto the runway. Would you really like to do that on the outside? Would you really love guiding planes onto the runway enough to say, after 4 years of doing that, I'm going to continue to do that? I don't know you. I don't know your motives, but I'm going to venture to say no. You probably don't want to do that. But if you have a job in intel, and not everyone wants this, but for those of you who do, if you have a job in intel and you like doing it, it's a seamless transition to the civilian sector. So get good at your job so you can prepare to get out. Not saying get out, but prepare to get out because anything could happen. All right, you could mess up. You could violate the UCMJ. You can get masted. Now, which branch of the military am I in? I'm in the Navy. All right, so I could go to captain's mast. You're not in the military. Captain's mast is just when you go before your commanding officer to explain what you did, and then they decide what they're going to do with you. It's just non-judicial punishment. It's a way of enforcing laws in the military. So you're prepared to get out. And I know some of you are thinking, well, what about boot camp? But what about boot camp? I'm not in good shape. I don't want to get yelled at. Man, let me tell you something. In the military, there are plenty of people that are out of shape, and they're still here. They're still in the military. They're still making it. All right. There are plenty of people who don't like getting yelled at, and they're still here. All right. So it's not an excuse to not want to get yelled at. It's not an excuse to not be in good shape. Get in good shape. Get in decent shape. I've seen a lot of slobs in the military. I'm just giving it to you real. Don't let that be an excuse. The last thing I wanted to touch on is moving. Let's say you don't really want to move, or let's say you have a family and they're comfortable where they at. First of all, your family's going to thank you for joining the military because they're going to benefit from it too. Second, if it's just you by yourself, get over yourself. Move. You get one life. Why would you want to spend it in one little town, in one little city? I feel fortunate that the military allows me to move every so often. Now, as far as the military goes, my perspective is so much different than anyone else's that if you're still interested after hearing me give it to you straight like this, no bull, then you're gonna have to put in the comment section if you want me to make a part 2 so I can do that, so I can help you guys determine whether or not the military is right for you. My perspective is completely different. I'm coming from an intel background, not a boots on the ground background, not a flying the plane background, not a driving the tank background, not a working in medical background. All right, I'm coming from intel. I love what I do. I recommend if you want to join the military, you go into this field and then love what you do, become good at it, become good enough at it so that if they do kick you out of the military, if something does happen to you, if you do decide to get out, if you do want to make more money or whatever have you, you can. All right. I don't want you to be stuck in the military because there's no other option for you. I want you to be in the military if you want to, because you want to be, not because you have to be. And part of being in the military and having that choice is being good at your job. So I hope you take that from it. I'm active duty military. I've been in for almost 5 years. Name of the channel is Noble Credit. Yes, this is a credit card YouTube channel, but I'm active duty military, so I can give you my perspective on whether or not you should join the military. And I'm giving it to you straight. No bull, no bull, no bull credit, no bull credit. You get it? You getting it now? Cool. Now, if you like the video, make sure you check out a few other videos of mine. Consider subscribing and hit that like button. That like button really helps me out. It lets me know what type of content my viewers are interested in, and it also helps me know if I'm doing a good job or not. And let me know in the comment section if you need me to make a part 2 of this video. I'm Noble Credit. This is Noble Gang. We're almost at 400 subscribers. Get there. Let's get there. All right, gang. Don't care what nobody say. Ain't about to let nobody hang. Word is we got a whole lot of gang. 12 months for a whole product change. Turning cars with no time to play. Remember all my folks run away. Or you wanna make jokes, not a day. Or you wanna be bros, not a day. I done see my own man turn to hate. Done see my own man turn to fake. I got a lot of credit cards now because I made bands off of Chase. No, I got a lot of bands in the safe. Gotta understand credit change. Score used to be 759. Now only stands in the 8. I was posting for links up in 2019. 70 voucher for me was a pipe dream. Feel like I gotta